Alright, I think I got him. This should kill. Wait, does that say it takes 7 stocks? This Kikon move does 7 stocks? Wow.
In my hands.
This can't be where I lose.
This character is busted. What's up guys, Sean Shoryuken here. Unohana Retsu is finally in Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and as soon as I saw her, I knew I wanted to master her. Today I'll break down her moveset and game plan, and then show you what this character can do in the right hands. And let's just say, if you thought the current Kenpachi was busted, just wait. So who is Unohana? Most know her as the calm, healing captain of Squad 4, but underneath that kindness, she's Yachiru Unohana, the first Kenpachi, a savage warrior who hid her true nature for centuries until the 1,000-year Blood War. And in-game, that duality really shines. You start as her peaceful version, using Iaido-style quick-draw attacks. Most moves use the hilt, except her signature slash, which has 3 follow-ups. Square boosts spirit energy, triangle does more damage, and circle builds her evolution gauge. That's the key to her game plan. Once she awakens, she becomes the bloodlusted Unohana, unlocking her blood aura gauge in a whole new, stronger moveset. Keep the pressure up, and you'll gain access to the strongest Kikon move in the game. 1 hit, 7 stocks. Not even the head captain does that. So what's her game plan like? The first rule is play aggressive. Use her signature move constantly to evolve fast. Once awakened, she snowballs hard and can end games early. Her entire kit revolves around fast evolution, high damage, and one-touch potential. Okay, so this match is very exemplary of how she works in a real match. Of course, you get to see her lieutenant there during the intro and during the character select, so that's very cool. They took the time to model her in some way. And so here we go. You know, one perk of this character is that she's good in close range. So fighting an Ichigo like this, this is the kind of character you want to be fighting as Unohana. But that said, her close range prowess is still nothing compared to frickin' Ichigo. So the effective range for Unohana is more like mid-range. You really want to space out her signature like I'm trying to do right there. That's about the ideal. You don't want to be so close that you can jab them. You really want to be far enough away that you're hitting them with this signature. And you can see here the signature chains into her jab. So anytime you land the jab, you can chain that into the signature. It doesn't do as much damage as chaining into the heavy might, but you can see how quickly I got evolution here. I mean, let's count. So what is that? Maybe 22 seconds? In the first 22 seconds of the match, I'm already evolving, you know. I didn't get hit with a Kikon move. All I had to do was land her signature attack a bunch of times. And she has other moves that increase her evolution gauge as well. So there's simply no other character that can evolve at this rate. I'm already, you know, leveled up. Hey, look at his evolution gauge in comparison, you know. And it's all, getting to this level is all about how you know, it's all about staying aggressive, landing that signature as often as possible. And from here, you know, you're already strong enough to contend with just about any character in the game. But you can see there that her Kikon move when you first evolve is only going to do 1 stock. It'll do 2 if you kill them. So it actually does take her a minute to get to full strength after she awakens. You really want to be, you know, at level 2 when you use her. But I'll get there soon, you know, and the same rules apply. Landing certain moves with her will increase her evolution gauge faster, even when you awaken. But let's talk about that blood aura gauge. You can see there that her signature changes to that blood aura gauge. She'll activate the blood aura gauge anytime you press circle in awakening. And it gives her some resource to use. That resource will make you take less damage. It'll give you access to new special moves. It'll increase the stun on other certain moves, like her special flash attack can be comboed off of if you have the blood aura gauge. And if you were wondering how her healing fits into her character, well, you just saw it right there. If you land her parry, you can either do damage or you can heal. You press triangle to heal, and it, as you saw there, it heals quite a bit. So it's a little weird. She doesn't really have healing moves. She doesn't have any healing moves as base Unohana, but when you awaken, all of a sudden she can heal. So that's the only weird thing about her. You would think she has the healing moves in her base form and trades those healing moves for damage moves in her awakening, but that's not the case. She actually heals in her awakening. And here you go. I've reached sublimation, and at this point, now my next Kikon move can do 7 stocks if I kill him before I do it. So what's really interesting about Unohana and what makes her strong is that, you know, she doesn't even have to be in Spirit Drive, which is the awakening level 3, to reach her full strength. She can already, you know, she already gets the new L2 circle, which you saw there. She gets the 7-bar ultimate at sublimation, so it's really not hard to reach this level where she is just a powerhouse. You reach it very early into the game, not late like the game suggests. That said, he's going to get me there. But you know what? When you get hit by a Kikon move, it only it boosts your evolution gauge even more. So doing this is going to power up Unohana even one step more. And you can see there, now that she has Spirit Drive, now she's at absolute max strength. I think the only other addition she gets at Spirit Drive is her combos do more hits. So it's lengthier, it's flashier, and does more damage. But this is what you want right here. This 7-stock Kikon move, you get that so early, so easily. You know, it's the strongest Kikon move in the game right here. The only 7-stock super. And for what? You know, just landing her signature a bunch of times. It's not all that hard to do. So, there you go. I awakened in less than 30 seconds and took both of his stocks in awakening. So here's the final verdict. Unohana's strength lies in her lethality. Both her Kikons deal extra stocks, and she's basically at max power once she reaches Fighting Spirit level 2. No need to hit level 3. That said, she struggles against zoners like Uryu or Ukiura due to her low HP and rushdown reliance. Still, her combo game, unique mechanics, and high ceiling make her one of the most rewarding characters to master. If more characters were built like Unohana, this game would be next level. So which Kenpachi do you prefer, Zaraki or Unohana? Have you tried her yet? Is she fair or is she broken? Drop a comment, like, and hit subscribe. Sean Shoryuken out.
命までは奪い